The Governors of Austin Peay last year made it to the ASUN tournament semifinals, winning record overall and 8-8 in conference play. Year in, year out, one of the top defensive teams in the league. They bring in 4 freshmen, 6 transfers, so 10 newcomers in all as we enter the 2024-25 season. As we welcome you back in here in the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina. Thrilled to be joined by 4th-year head coach Brittany Young and Lania Foster and Janiyah Newell. All right, Coach, 10 newcomers. What's this offseason been like for the program and getting everyone to the same page?
Well, 10 newcomers, a lot of new faces, of course. I think the climate of collegiate athletics requires coaches to definitely be ready to develop a new team and implement them into your culture on a yearly basis. So that's been no different for us. We've been working hard. Our focus is really just focusing on getting better each day. Our team is competing. We're working hard. I heard you mention the defensive end of the floor, which has always been our staple. We're just really working hard, trying to be the best versions of ourselves every single day.
Out of those 10 newcomers, 6 of them were transfers. Were there certain positions or types of players that you were really looking to bring in this offseason?
Yeah, I think you definitely need to be strategic about those things. We lost Shamari Hell, who was a first-team all-conference member, so looking to kind of fill in some depth in that position. But overall, really just bringing in young ladies that we felt like would fit our culture and fit our style of play.
You bring back 2 returners, though one of them did not play last season in Janiyah. So Austin Peay fans haven't seen her lately. What can they expect to see from her in 2024-25?
Yes, well, Janiyah Newell was a huge part of our program, and she's here today for a reason. Janiyah, unfortunately, tore her ACL, her Achilles coming into last season, and was not able to play with us. Unfortunately, she tore her Achilles again this summer. But it's not going to stop her from helping our team and being an integral part of what we're doing. She's a little coach on the floor. She's always talking to our teammates. We feel like she's the heartbeat of our program. So it's a major reason why she's here today.
Yeah, Janiyah, I'm sorry to hear about the injuries. And as you've tried to persevere through that, what do you view as your role entering the season within the team?
Like Coach mentioned, being a little coach, always talking to my teammates, encouraging them for sure, especially because I know it's not easy. Filling the big shoes of on the sideline, helping them out, seeing what they don't see at the time. So I think, yeah, coaching them out and helping them.
Is that something that you'd aspire to be one day, a coach?
Yeah,
yes?
For sure.
Dream job for you?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Very, very cool. Okay, Lania, the reigning freshman of the year in the conference. You come in day one of a tremendous college debut season. What clicked for you in your first season at Austin Peay?
Just, finding my way to get comfortable. It took some time. It was a process at first, but during around conference time, I got in my groove and I was able to get into it.
That's awesome. And how do you feel that you've maybe elevated your game from where you were last season to the start of this year?
Just with experience. Now that I know how things are going to go, I can play with more of a pace and, be in my groove, be more relaxed, and just let the game come to me.
We talked about the 10 newcomers. Lania, only a sophomore, but she's almost like a veteran in terms of her experience within this program. So do you see her taking on more of a leadership role this year?
Definitely. I think Lania knows we've challenged her with that. Conversations immediately after the season ended. As we headed into the postseason, I challenged her. I knew we had a talented group of freshmen coming in, and I challenged her to kind of be that voice to them early. She's done a great job taking them under her wing. She's like the mother hen, whether she realizes it or not, and they're kind of just following her every step. So she's still a baby, like she is. She's still young. That's why her nickname's Fresh. I'm always going to call her Fresh. She's still so young, but there's such a maturity in her at the same time. And we're going to depend on that maturity and that experience to help lead our team this season.
You mentioned it earlier. You lost one of the top centers in the ASUN. Who are you looking towards to fill that post presence?
Yeah, I think it's going to be by committee. I think we have several talented players that can come in and affect our game in a lot of different ways. I think our style of play is going to change a little bit. I think we'll be able to get up and down the floor a little bit quicker and, be a little bit more aggressive defensively, which are some things that we're excited about. But it's going to be by committee. I think we've got a talented group where every day I see different pieces emerge. And as a head coach, I'm just excited. I'm excited to put this product on the floor, and I think we'll surprise a lot of people.
Who are some of those newcomers who have really jumped out to you?
Yeah, I think we can even start with our freshman class. I mean, they may be young, but they're a talented group. When we talk about Samaya Wyatt out of Atlanta, Georgia, just her versatility has proved to be very integral to our system so far. Anavia Shields, another freshman out of Daytona Beach. Brianna Rivera, Roses Mude, two players that are able to stretch the floor for us. We've got some junior college transfers that are coming in and learning the system and adapting. Naraya Simmons, a senior that we actually played against last year and then had her join our system. I'm going to be honest, again, on any given day, there's a lot of different pieces emerging, and we're still trying to just put that puzzle together and see where we fall.
So it sounds like there's a decent amount of depth this season.
Definitely, and that was one of our key goals as a staff. We wanted to have depth to allow us to play an up-tempo style of play, and I think we're headed in the right direction.
Janiyah, I'd love to know, as you venture into the coaching world potentially one day, how has your view of basketball and just the way that you watch the game changed from when you were playing to watching on the sidelines?
Wow, a lot of stuff I didn't see as I was playing, I see now, like pace especially, defensive-wise, talking, even little things. It's great. I'm excited. I'm excited for sure.
What are some of the biggest things that you've learned from Coach Young and this coaching staff?
Really, it's important to have the right pieces around you. As we bring in this upcoming class and everybody, the right pieces that move together, that's very important, especially at the right time.
Year 4 for you. What do you view as the next step in the trajectory of this Austin Peay program?
I mean, if you look at our first 3 years at Austin Peay, we're a team that's been to the semifinals of our conference tournament, first in the OVC and then twice in the ASUN. What's very unique about our time in the ASUN, we got to the semifinals in 2 years, but in very different ways. We kind of were a 4th seed that won our opening round game and then made it to the semifinals year 1 in the ASUN, and then this past year we were a 7th seed that had to play a play-in game. And then win another tough game on the road before getting to that point. The biggest thing is, you don't magically just teleport into a position like that. But the next step forward for us is to compete in a conference finals and give ourselves a chance to go to the NCAA tournament. But we understand that right now in October, it's too early to look ahead to that. That's why we're putting our head down and competing every day and just looking to become the best version of ourselves. If we do that and continue to improve at the right time, we'll give ourselves a chance to play in meaningful games in March.
Lanaya, how would you describe the mindset of the team as you enter this season?
Just getting better every day. We come in, just try to be better than yesterday, even if it's 1% better, 2%, just coming in with the mindset that we have to get better.
Okay, well, I wish you all the best of luck the rest of this season. The Governors of Austin Peay looking to get past that semifinal, make some noise. Always a great defensive program. Best of luck this season. Safe travels back home.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Let's go, Peay.